Oh, what's going on? Oh, we got a neighbor over here banging on his relatively new Peterbilt. I'm not sure what the problem is. Something wrong with the fifth wheel. Maybe he's trying to move it. I don't know. Anyway, we are at Procter & Gamble in Albany. We delivered yesterday. We stayed about a half mile from our delivery at a Love's. It's the new ones here in Albany. Nice Love's. We had Bojangles, or I had Bojangles chicken. No, I'm good. Didn't care for it.
I had a Caesar salad from Love's. It was great.
And that's what I should have had, because her salad did look really good. And Bojangles, no, I'm sorry. You just dropped off. First time I've ever had it, and you're not even making it on my list to have it again.
It's
just not going to happen. But anyway, I can flip you around, show you where we're at.
I think I see what it is.
To the left is a drop lot. To the right is a drop lot. And right in the middle there where the trucks are sitting, that is the guard shack in and out. I like coming here. I've seen a lot of guys, make reviews and complain about the place. I think it's a simple in and out. You do have to wait a little bit. When you come in, they tell you to wait 2 hours to call the number they give you to see if your trailer's ready. You come in, you slide your tandems, they look in the back of the trailer. You run over, you drop it in the dock door they tell you to, and then you come over here and sit in the bobtail area and wait for them to call. That's the whole process. And then you can watch the drop lot, and if you see them bring your trailer out, then you can call them a little early, because you know your stuff's done. Which I haven't seen mine yet, but that don't mean nothing. It's a pretty big drop lot. It could be sitting over there somewhere. But we got about another half hour for that call, and then we can grab it, get our paperwork, and zip doodle down the road. Trying to think what else as far as this place goes. The load is $1,000. We booked it because it takes us toward the house. We got, like everybody else, we got things at home we need to take care of. So we'll be home. We're shooting for a day. We don't want to stay home indefinitely. This is not a go home trip. We just need to get through the house. And we're going to keep moving. So yeah, that's why we booked it. This load does pay. This is the math. It doesn't mean anything but math. It's $1,000. It's 237 miles. So that makes it at $420 something a mile. Getting us to the house, it's not bad. It more than pays for the fuel to get home. Plus, you add it to the total of the week. It's pretty good. Now that being said, yesterday I met Tyrone, F2F owner operator, at the receiver we dropped the beer cans at yesterday. Nice meeting you. Enjoyed the conversation we had. Wish you all the best. Be safe out there. KB, me, and Debbie are extremely thrilled to hear about the new truck. He's a lease driver over at Dart. He's had some issues with his previous truck. Sounds like Dart has stepped up to help him get out of that situation and into a better situation. We're glad for you. We're thinking of you. We hope the best for you, always. There's another F2F truck right on the other side of this guy over here. Beautiful Cascadia. Love the big visor. Big chrome visor on it. So yeah, we got another F2F guy over here. Mr. McKinnon, I'm going to address your comment. I'm not calling you out. I'm not saying the way you're looking at it's wrong. I'm not saying the way I look at it's right. I'm going to tell you how I do things when it comes to my numbers. Because his comment was, come on, man, it's the daily number, something to that effect. Sorry if I misquote you. I'm sure I am. I'm not, the way I look at it, my daily number, I don't run every day. So it would be kind of useless for me to have a daily number that I want to hit. But if that's the way you run, obviously, and that's the way you calculate your numbers, that's fine. for you. Me, I need the two main numbers I look at, and this debate's been raging since before I ever even drove a truck. Ever since I've watched YouTube truckers, the debate on how to calculate your money has raged forever. Some guys look at cost per mile, some guys look at cost per day, some per week. The list goes on. There's many ways to do it, and you got to do what works, best for yourself. Me, I don't do the daily thing because I don't run every day. I'm looking, when I'm booking loads and looking at loads, I'm looking at max revenue for the least amount of miles. And to go into depth on that, what I'm looking at is like this last load we just delivered. When I was looking at the load board, there were loads coming out of that same exact location, right? Paying anywhere from $700 to $900 less than what I was able to book it for. Not to say that my negotiating skills were top notch. Landstar Ranger is the one that sticks in my head. They were offering that load for $1,600. Venture, who I booked the load with, I sat an extra day, but Venture was offering the same loads out of that same spot. And I know it's the same spot because it's Monticello, Indiana. Not a lot comes out of Monticello, Indiana. There's only really two main companies over there. One of them, their loads are much heavier. They're not max heavy, but they're much heavier than the beer can loads is what we took. So that's how I know. It's the light loads out of Monticello. You know where you're picking them. You know the company. It's Ball Metal in Monticello. But anyway, Venture Logistics was offering that load. We had to set an extra day, but we made another $900. We got it for $25 versus $16. I could have grabbed it for $16, moved a day early, but my costs don't drop, and my cost of fuel per mile don't drop just because I'm able to pick up something a day early. That ain't how it works. So yeah, what I'm looking at is max revenue for least amount of miles. That being said, not looking at my daily numbers, I do want to know what my cost per mile is. Now, my cost per mile, I look at fuel. This truck is averaging about 38 cents a mile because of the fuel discount I'm getting on the TSD logistics card. And what the fuel prices are right now. And then my business costs and my personal costs. Now, the things you can't factor in are things that happen like a bad tire. You should have already planned for that. You should have money for that already. Because things are going to happen. $1,100 for an AC compressor. Stuff's going to happen. And trust me, there's no way we would have all survived driving in this truck in this heat in Georgia without an AC. And trust me, it's blowing hang meat cold right now when it's running down the road. But I also, I'm looking at cost per mile. I base it off 1,500 miles because that gives me the highest cost per mile for what I'm looking at. Because I think anybody, even in a rough week, can hit 1,500 miles relatively easily, even if you want to take a couple days off. So I think that can happen. Now, if you base your cost per mile off 3,000 miles a week, you're saying that you're going to book and run 3,000 miles a week every week. I don't want to do that, to be honest with you. So I base mine off 1,500 miles. Gives me the higher cost per mile. So if I'm hitting that number, I know I'm good. And then I look at my weekly number because, again, I don't run every day. So at the end of the week, did I hit my number and put money in the bank? That's what I'm looking for. So for me, I know you didn't ask a question, you made a comment, but I'm just giving you what I look at and how I look at it. When I'm giving the math on a load, I'm doing what most people do on YouTube. I'm just giving you the numbers. I'm giving you what the load is paying and what the rate per mile is on it. It doesn't mean that that's the overriding factor of why I booked the load. That's not how I look at it. So yeah, I appreciate the comment. I'm not trying to call you out. But everybody does it different. It's just the way things work. Not everybody does things the same. Everyone has a different viewpoint. Everyone has a different vision for what they're trying to do, or how they're trying to do it, and that's how we do it. And we're doing pretty good. Again, we're not killing ourselves by any means, but we are putting money in the bank. So yeah, we're just waiting to make this phone call. Somebody's back here just doing all kinds of different stuff.
Cooking some lunch.
Cooking some lunch. What are you cooking? Chicken?
Chicken tenders, yeah.
Chicken tenders. Yay!
Broccoli.
Well, what's remarkable is I haven't heard the batteries beep once. You ain't
Haven't
got
turned
it
it
on
on yet.
yet. That'd be why. Yeah. So that's where we're at. This video's already gone longer than it should have. So I'll probably just post this video as a standalone. And then, I mean, it's a short run load, you know, and I'm sure nobody really needs to see a Piggly Wiggly distribution center. Now that one's got some not great reviews, and you're dealing with lumpers. So, you know, anytime you're dealing with lumpers, you know how that goes. You got a 50-50 shot. They're either going to take forever and be slower than, you know, the speed of smell, or they're going to be, you know, quick and efficient. So, you know, it's a crapshoot. So that's this video. I appreciate you guys taking the time. Be safe. We'll talk to you.